What is up, everybody? Thank you for joining PSVG as we cover the Xbox Games Showcase. My name is Donnie Reese, co-host of the Xbox Empire podcast, and I'm joined by an Xbox Empire stepchild in Josh Borboni from Bored with Video Games. What's up, Josh?
Hello, happy to be part of the family. Even
Dude, excited. Look, I love the shirt. Check a look. I got my hoodie on. I like that.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah. We got a kid running around the house. I'm sure it's fine.
Right now, I have Sean Capri's channel over the Xbox Drive. They are packed full of folks chatting, and I have them up on our background, but I have tabs to quickly click over to Summer Games Fest Xbox. And if we have to, Games Fest on YouTube, which we'll cut in if we have to. But right now we're trying to figure out what's the best place to watch, as the Twitch channels are not yet live. I imagine, like, at 11, they'll go live with a countdown. That's what I'm expecting, the Twitch channels to go live with a countdown. Does that seem about right?
That seems probably what's going to happen, yeah. Yeah. I was trying to load.
I have my, I am prepared adequately with
nice.
Gears coffee and my new Gears mug. This mug is gigantic, Josh. It's huge. It's hard to explain scale, but it's like the biggest coffee cup I've ever had. It's like a bowl. You have to refresh the pages to see the live stream. I don't like the new Twitch layout.
Yeah, I mean, I never was actually a fan of the Twitch layout. I know people are used to it, which I think is why people are just like deal with it. I mean, I'm going to sound like the fanboy, but I preferred Mixer, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I just find it easier to navigate. Obviously, like, it's easy to search for things on Twitch because there's so many people doing things.
Sure.
So there wasn't as much on Mixer, but I still prefer the layout. 30 seconds for me on the YouTube channel.
Okay. Sean is over here with his thing. He's still piping the Xbox is cool again thing. I just don't agree. I don't think Xbox is cool again. I think it's cool to some again. You know what I'm talking about? Like cool again, like the cool thing. I don't think Xbox is the cool thing.
Yeah, it's like the stepchild, as I was labeled at the start. Like it's it's not necessarily.
He's like, Halo's cool again. I'm like, I'm not % sure on that.
Do you have audio for him? I don't have audio.
For Sean?
For Jeff Keighley.
I still don't. All right, so I'm live on YouTube, but not on Twitch. All right, so I'm abandoning Twitch, and we're going to YouTube, Josh.
Let's see. Yeah, it hasn't dropped on Twitch yet. Maybe the pre-show is just for you on YouTube Gaming.
Well, I gotta cut him in, so I can't keep hopping back and forth. So we're gonna take this one, and we're gonna run with it.
I don't have audio for him.
Got it. At least I think I do. All right, chat, you have to let me know. I know you guys can't hear him now because I have the volume turned down. It's about to come up. He's just talking about how great it is for Xbox and how today is their day and all that. So let's...
In our pre-show, we've got a lot of great guests joining us to preview what we expect from Xbox.
Okay.
We also have some world premieres and some great new game stuff to show you guys as well. The Xbox story for Series X, of course, started last year at the Game Awards.
Kill Sean's thing.
Revealed the Xbox Series X.
All right, we're live
on stage. I certainly miss memories of thousands of people together and the excitement.
Josh, I'm seeing lots of
with that announcement
colorful gold swirl
that was
electron
such a special
thing.
moment that no one had any clue was about to happen, and we revealed the hardware.
That's
there.
the Game Studios intro. Is that what that is?
I think this isn't how they introduced the Xbox
system, and today
at the Game
is
Awards.
all about a game that was sort of mentioned in that teaser, Halo Infinite. We are going to get a first look at the gameplay of the campaign of Halo Infinite,
the campaign
in the
of all
Xbox
things.
Game Showcase.
Figured they would always start. I figured they'd lean on.
We'll be talking about that a lot
multiplayer
over the next hour.
Yeah.
And Xbox has already said we're not going to hear a lot about hardware today. We don't expect to hear the release date for Series X. We don't expect to hear about pricing. It really is going to be a showcase all about games. And
we already heard about the release date.
First-party
What's up, Eggshin?
Meaning games that are coming exclusively.
Did you see that last night when I posted?
To the Xbox ecosystem,
No.
which of course includes
the
Game
CEO
Pass,
lady?
PC.
Forget
Oh, yeah, she said November.
She said November.
There's a lot to talk about, kind of what Xbox is
It's like a little slip of the tongue there, huh?
Approach. So we've got some world
It's like,
premieres
look, they're
for you.
confirming
We've got
what we
a lot of
already
guests,
knew.
So let's get ready for the countdown here. 58 minutes away from the show.
58 minutes. It's a
Before we
long
get
time to
our
stream
first
before
world
we stream.
premiere, though, I want to
Yeah,
welcome some
right.
panelists to talk about what we're expecting today from Xbox. So first up, joining me is my good buddy Jack Septiceye. Jack, welcome to the show.
Hi,
it's good to be here. Thankfully, it's
great to have
I was say, I don't know who that
in
is.
the morning in Los Angeles. We've
I
also
think
got
Lauren
Lauren
is gonna be
Side
on
here.
too.
Lauren, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I don't know who she
I'm
is
doing
either.
Fantastic. Good to see you as well. And finally, we've got a guy who got to go up to Microsoft and check out the Xbox Series X hardware before lockdown. Austin Evans. Austin,
I know him.
Good to have you with us, man.
Hey, Jeff. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, great to have all you guys here. So let's kick things off here by talking about what you want to see from Xbox today. They had an event back in May that people wanted to see even more from. They wanted to see, more gameplay, more games. They wanted to see Halo. They're going to deliver that today. What are your expectations as fans of games? What do you want to see at the top of the hour from Xbox? Let's start with you, Jack.
Well, I mean,
I really don't want to hear what they expect to see. So I'm going to turn this down a little. Sorry, stream. Josh, I'm more interested in hearing what you want to see. I don't really care what Septiceye wants to see or whatever his name was.
Yeah, it's interesting that that's what they're going to focus on for the opening show.
Yeah, this is not the pre-show. This is Jeff talking to some folks. That's not kind of what I had in mind.
No, it's interesting though. I mean, I don't know. With all the rumors, it's hard to even really put out any guesses onto what we're going to see. Like we know for sure Halo, right? That's all we know for sure.
Halo's confirmed. We know that Obsidian and Ninja Theory will be here. Those are confirmed.
But we don't know what the heck they're working on. And I have a hard time believing we're going to see more Bleeding Edge.
No, we're going to see Hellblade. I think we're going to see Hellblade. We're going to get some sort of gameplay of Hellblade. I don't think we'll get... Do you think we'll get release dates for anything other than Halo?
I think they don't want to show their hand, right, for the console release date, so I don't think we'll see release dates on any first-party game.
We'll see Halo to be 2021 or
unless
launch.
Unless it's 2020.
Watch them cryptically go, launch day.
Launch day, yeah. You're right. I will say that.
And we're going to be like, what? Well, what's launch day? Tune in later. Check back in October. We'll tell you about launch day.
Yeah, October, yeah. We're still on that point where Xbox and Sony are going back and forth on when they want to release date information. And I don't know. I watched when Jeff was doing the hands-on with the PlayStation controller and he interviewed the PlayStation guy. He's like, so what's the deal with all these people lining up at stores for hours thinking they were going to be able to pre-order the console? He was like, yeah, I don't know. That wasn't us.
That wasn't us.
Like, we'll tell you when to expect to pre-order something. It's not going to be day and date. So
they're holding out because, Xbox. Does it seem like Xbox is willingly trying to undercut? Like they want to be the cheaper option.
I think at this point it could be either of them, right? I think that's why they're holding out. I think someone is waiting to undercut someone.
So you think either or?
Both prepared to take
whoever goes first.
Yeah.
See, I think I was thinking it differently. I think because of Xbox's place in the market, I'm speculating that Xbox wants to be cheaper, so they're not holding, and because Sony doesn't want to be undercut, they're holding. I think if Xbox announced $4.99, I think PlayStation would match. I think they would also say we're $4.99. I don't think they would go $3.99 just because they're the market leader.
$4.50.
They could. Yep.
You know,
they could.
Especially if it's like
$4.89.
Was like a week apart. Yeah, $4.89.
$4.89. Come at me, bitches. That would be amazing. I would love to see that level of competitiveness. It's that pettiness.
It's certainly possible.
$492.99.
That would be funny. I just saw Kevin subscribe for free, so I'm going to resubscribe for free also.
Nice. Wow, looky there.
Roman. Yeah, this game of chicken Sony and Microsoft have going on is
World
impressive.
premiere.
Yeah.
Love it. Josh, look at me.
Yes.
We're going to see a new Fable today.
That's the rumor, right?
And I'm so freaking excited.
But will you be really disappointed if we don't see it?
Oh, yeah. I was thinking that last night. Like, I think that's the only thing that would really disappoint me is if we don't see what Fable is. If this show comes and goes and there's no mention of Fable, I am going to be disappointed. And they can show me things that'll excite me. Forza and Hellblade and Everwild. I expect to see those today. But Fable's the one. I know most people are here for Halo. I'm here for Fable. Fable was always my Xbox franchise. So, as Eggshin says in the chat, took the day off for Fable. He's with me. Thank you, my dude. We're small, but we're out there. We exist. So excited.
I'm so confused. Did you take the today off to see a Fable announcement? Did you predict the Fable release date and you took that day off?
We got to eat the hype, man.
The original release date for Fable off.
Check a look.
Which one, Eggshin?
Man, I am. So I've said this before, so I don't want to regurgitate it on our podcast, but there was a period in my life, like high school to like shortly after high school, that I swear the only thing that I did was play college football and then rotate between Fable and Zelda games. And that was my only video gaming for like 5 years. Let's just go with Zelda game, Fable game, Zelda game, Fable game, with like a golf game and NCAA football there. And like now that seems crazy because every year for the last 4 years, I feel like I've played 200 games a year. Yeah. But I got to tell you, in those years, I couldn't have asked for anything more. Like that was everything I could have wanted. I tore those Fable and Zelda games to pieces. So
Fable was great. It was like that game that got me into like storytelling RPG light games.
Yeah, I never felt like my friends played Fable, and I never felt like Fable was a thing. It was always like a thing that I talked to like game geeks about. Like I'd go to GameStop and I'd find somebody who's like really into games and be like, "Hey, you played Fable?" Oh yeah, I've played Fable. It's so good, right? But like if I was tell my friends like, "Hey, let's play Fable," they're like, "What? What's Fable?"
Right. Exactly.
They're still talking.
They're going to be talking for another 50 minutes.
They said that there were going to be reveals and stuff.
They did say that.
This is why we're here, Jeff. So do you think, is Xbox set this up or does Jeff set this up? And Jeff's just like, we're going to do it for you, Xbox.
I think I was confused originally because of how much content Game Awards was like casting for people. So I think that he must have just reached out to people and been like, let me be your E3. Like your one-stop destination, so people don't have to find the PlayStation stream. I mean, they still can, obviously, or the Xbox stream. But he's just basically, signal boosting for whoever has something going on.
I think he is doing this. Sorry, I was doing something, so I got sidetracked.
That's okay.
I think he is doing this on his own and just using Xbox for extra eyes.
Yeah, maybe. That's also possible. He definitely has more involvement with PlayStation so far during this whole Summer Games Fest, at least.
Oh man, didn't he go on about that controller for like 2.5 hours?
It seemed like it was still 27 minutes long for a controller. So,
are you excited about the DualSense? Because if you want to see what that looks like ahead of time, Josh, let me interest you in a Wii U controller.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what my kind of turnoff to it was. I think it has some interesting, like, the tension control on the L2, R2 buttons. That's very cool and unique, I think, to a controller. But yeah, it's basically like PlayStation isn't giving up on trying to be like Nintendo controller-wise. And I was talking to my friend who just finished playing Andromeda on his PlayStation 4. He didn't even know that the middle button was touch sensitive.
Wow.
So like some people, I guess, don't even know that this isn't even like a thing. So when I was describing that there's like better touch sensitivity in the new controller, he's like, wait, what do you mean?
Are you excited about haptic? Doesn't the Switch have haptic feedback? Isn't that with the HD
does,
Rumble?
Yeah. Yep. The
So,
Switch
like,
has haptic.
I got as excited about it when it launched, and now that we have it, like, I do think it's cool. Like, we saw it with 1-2 Switch. You can like feel things in it. That's cool. Has any game ever used it in a way that I was like, you've got to play this game on Switch because of the haptics? No.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, you don't even really notice
It's just a gimmick.
At
the end of the day, it's just Rumble, and
yeah,
sometimes I just turn it off.
Yeah, and to the point, like, with the audio, they're like better sound coming out of the speaker. I was playing Ghost of Tsushima yesterday, and I didn't even realize that there's wind coming out of the controller. That's how little it like affects my gameplay. Like then I couldn't. Then it was just annoying because I couldn't avoid it.
We have a premiere.
All right, what is that?
Let's turn up the volume. Square Enix. Dragon Quest.
Not really.
You're the reincarnation.
This is not a world premiere. We've seen this.
Is it coming to Game Pass?
Is it coming to Xbox? I don't think Dragon Quest ever came to Xbox, right?
No, it didn't.
That's what I was thinking.
To take the sword in hand once
It's a good game.
So I hear. Oh, that's not Dragon Quest. That's a guy.
ゲームデザイナーの堀裕二です1986年に日本で第一作目となるドラゴンクエスト
Yeah, Karo, Dragon Quest never made it to Xbox. So I'm assuming that this is that, or it could be a new game. Dragon Quest 11S. It's coming to Game Pass coming to Xbox via Game Pass. That is a big deal. Because Xbox needs to do better with Japanese games and RPGs, and it sucks that it's coming late. But at least it's coming to Game Pass. That's awesome.
That's a good get for them.
That is. I want everything to come to Game Pass.
Because Kyle bought this and plays for the 11. I don't know the difference between 11 and 11S.
11S was the Switch release, and it had I don't know. Karo, help me. What is the difference between the two? I think it's got the 2D top-down version where you can play it like a retro style game.
Oh, okay.
I want to say it's got better music, but I don't know if that's just my memory misserving me. I thought they redid the music or something. Karo says it also has a ton of DLC and the 2D style, so I remember the 2D style. I only played the Switch version, and I like the Switch version quite a bit. I played
If I
it.
give this a shot, I'll have to do it on Game Pass now.
Huh.
Oh,
Karo says
yeah.
I've got the video
There it
stretched out
is.
across the whole stream. That's not what I see on my camera.
No, not for me either.
Yeah.
We're still in the window for me.
Alright, let me go look at our stream and I'll see what the hell she's talking about.
December
looks fine
4th.
on my
Oh, we
OBS.
got some time to wait.
Oh, yeah, I figured.
Yeah, December 4th. PC also.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Karo. Good call.
There you go. Dragon Quest coming for the first time to Xbox.
Now let's see if I can talk to
And now we're gonna get
Jacksepticeye for 20 minutes
another
about Dragon
world
Quest.
premiere. This is a brand new game announcement.
No, another one.
A smaller team and studio that has a new title to announce today on the pre-show. So take a look at this.
Check a look.
Oh, I saw a little gun in there. I wonder if that was an accident. Twisted. It's Crisis? No?
That was a good check. It's a good guess.
Oh, it's a little glitchy.
This is a little indie studio? That's what he said, right?
Oh,
This is from a little
there's
team?
Titans.
Dude, this looks pretty awesome.
Oh, hoverboard. That dude was like Silver Surfer.
That's exactly what I was about to say. It's a Silver Surfer Transformers game?
And like Gundam mechs.
Can I be the mech with the sword? That's what I want to do.
Oh, a dragon.
Wow.
What is that? Exomecha 2021. There you go.
Exomecha.
Series X.
That's cool. That's one I'll keep an eye on.
All right, that's Exomecha, a brand new free-to-play game.
Free-to-play.
Coming in late 2021.
Wow.
That's a first look at that. We do have more new games and some cool stuff. We've got something very cool to wrap up the pre-show as our last premiere that I'm really excited to share with you guys.
He's really excited.
Stick around, and of course,
He premieres Fable.
We're going to get a look at a lot of the first-party games from Microsoft, including the world gameplay debut of Halo Infinite. Right now, though, we're going to turn to our second panel to preview.
Oh,
what
second
we're
panel.
hoping,
All right, I'm going to mute you again,
hopes-
Jeff. Back to Josh. Sorry, guys. Not what I'm here for.
Game Grumps guy.
All right, let's
Lives
see.
in
Let's
a
go
castle,
check on the
apparently.
thing. Josh, do you think we're going to see... I'm going to piggyback off Caro. Do you think we're going to see updates for, like, Sea of Thieves and...
I don't... Unless they have a big Sea of Thieves content update for Series X, like texture packs and stuff like that, I don't see any reason to show Sea of Thieves unless they need filler in between game announcements.
State of Decay?
I don't think so.
I tried playing State of Decay after the recent update. Have you noticed that update?
Was it the Juggernaut edition? or
No, they
whatever?
released another update. It's like an easy version.
Oh,
They've released like a casual mode. I forget what they call it. Oh, there's Alana. They released like a it's like evergreen or whatever, and you can go in and it's like, you know, like you have more stuff and you don't have to manage as much inventory and all that. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. And I got into it and I was like, nope, still don't like it. I played it for like an hour. I was like, no, I just don't like the game.
yeah.
I would be happy to see that just go away. Like now I'm at the point with State of Decay and like just do something else.
I can't
Abort.
play that game solo. I can't
That's-
play that solo.
That's what Coach Mo used to always say. He used to always say that, well, it's Danny O'Dwyer. I like him. Coach Mo used to always say he had so much fun playing with friends. And, I mean, I've never played with friends. I've only played by myself, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's the most. I mean, I would love to play more State of Decay. It's just one of those things. Yeah, not only do I need to play with someone, I don't find the game interesting solo. Like it's maybe not. It's not that it's too challenging.
so
I just
Exomecha,
don't feel like I'm contributing to anything when I play it solo. So, like, at least with like if we were playing and we're trying to get supplies, I feel like I'm doing something worthwhile. But otherwise,
Sure.
I just
Carol,
think
I
it's-
muted the video because we didn't want to hear Alana and them talk about their expectations for the show. So when they have her premiere, we will unmute them and bring them back up.
Yes.
And at some point, Kevin is supposed to join us. That's why you have the third box there in the lower left.
He was in the chat at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then he vanished.
Man,
We need a third. I'm sure my son would love to come in here and talk over the microphone.
I'd do it. I'd do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it?
I don't
Undead
know.
Labs? Is that who makes that?
Undead Labs.
State of Decay?
Ooh, I mean, it sounds right. Undead Labs. Yes, that is them. I wonder.
It's sad
do they
because
have
I feel
another
like
project.
their entire thing is that. It's that game.
And
So
State
for
of Decay
me,
and
it's
State of
like
Decay too.
this studio is just a miss for me. And here's the funny thing is I played around with the first one on a PC and I was kind of digging it for a little bit. I never played it like properly, but I think I got it like free and I played it for like a weekend. And I was like, oh, this would be cool. I would love something like this on console. And then I think I played DayZ and I was like, no, I don't think I do. And then this came out and Xbox got so far behind it. I'm like, I just don't like it as much.
Yeah.
So I would love to see them announce a new game for next gen.
Is,
that's not State of Decay. That's different.
Yeah. Jaeger Studios is still alive, huh?
Which one?
Oh no. Jaeger did Spec Ops: The Line, a game I'm still dying for it to get a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
But I just saw their most recent game was The Cycle, which was the Amazon
Oh yeah.
video game that got sent back to the farm. Or back to the oven first.
I remember you guys talking about your
longer.
podcast. You guys were excited. Was that the one you were excited about, or was that a different Amazon game?
Yeah, no, that was the one.
That was the one. I remember you guys were
downloaded
like,
it, and like 2 days later, they were like, "Yeah, it's."
Isn't
Before I even played it, it's like
I think Gabe Patillo is a voice actor in there.
Yeah.
I think I saw that he actually voices somebody in that game, and I saw some of the MTTG fans that were excited about it. And I guess it'd be cool to be that close to somebody that's doing it. So I'm not trying to take away from their hype, but yeah, anytime Amazon's like, "We're doing games," I'm like, oof.
Yeah.
It's like, you need to fix Prime Video first. Thanks, Amazon. You've got other
So what do
things
you
to worry
think
about.
about the Ed Boon tease? Did you see it on Twitter?
Nope.
So there were a conversation going back and forth between Ed Boon and Xbox.
Yeah.
And then Xbox posted a clip where it said friendship, and it had the Mortal Kombat like fatality of friendship, but they sent it towards Ed Boon. So people
are trying to connect the dots.
Because they're owned by WB,
Sure.
and by WB, I think it's more likely that we'll see it coming to Game Pass
That's good.
than it is Microsoft acquiring them.
Master Chief in Mortal Kombat confirmed.
Yeah, they still have another character pack to announce. So maybe they'll announce the character pack today.
That would be good.
But I can't see them announcing. Are they going to? They're not going to do studio acquisitions today, right? Because
I
it's
don't
just
think
games.
so. Even if they were, let's say they were, there's no way that they've completed a WB purchase this soon.
Right.
Like, there's still negotiations. It's going to take a long. I was saying that when it first came out. I was like, we'll probably know next year. There's no way they bought WB Studios and we don't know about it yet.
Right.
There's no way that's possible. You can't exchange $4 billion silently. Somebody's going to know, right? Investors are going to know. The board's going to know. Somebody's going to know, and we're going to find out about it. So, like, the day that happens, I imagine they'll announce it right then because they can't. I'd be shocked. I mean, I would be shocked. It's possible, I guess. Anything in the world's possible. I would be stunned if they've bought all these studios and just kept it quiet.
Yeah, I don't know if they can secure a console exclusive.
They couldn't keep this quiet.
I don't know that you could.
People have known about this for like 8 weeks. They've known when it was. They've known the date. Yeah. Like, they couldn't keep this quiet. We think they actually bought NetherRealm and nobody knows. That can't be possible. So it'd be one of those like PR announcements, right? We get that draft memo. Microsoft acquires game division, WB game division or something like.
Yeah.
And then we'd wait for the formal announcement from Phil or whatnot. But I can't imagine that would happen. Now, maybe a smaller team. Like, there's been a lot of rumors of like Bloober Team and it's like some Polish studios, a new thing in Japan. Like, they could announce a new studio. Like, let's say Microsoft was building a Japanese studio. They could just say, like, hey, we're building a Japanese studio with a name.
That's true.
But I don't think they could acquire anybody of that sort of... Because that's huge. That's marquee news. That's massive.
Yeah, for sure. I mean...
that's Insomniac. That's Bungie massive. That's huge news.
Yeah, the fact that it was hinted at even was surprising to me that people thought that. Because it does seem like a big leap.
People are thirsty. They want that news so bad. They so badly want Xbox to buy these studios. They so badly want Xbox to be PlayStation, which is so funny. It's just like, then just go get PlayStation.
I know, right?
That's really what they want. That's the thing that I keep coming with Kevin, right? I keep pushing back on Kevin is like, ultimately my biggest thing that I've come to grips with since restarting the Xbox show is I think at the end of the day, if you're really into the Xbox or into the PlayStation ecosystem, I don't think Xbox can do much of anything to really sway you. Like if Halo and Gears hasn't already swayed you, you're not going to be swayed by those.
Right.
I mean, maybe there is. Maybe what we're about to see with Infinite is just so amazing. I can't imagine that it is.
No, it's going to be more Halo.
Yeah, it's right. It's going to be more Halo. And if you're one of those people that count exclusives, and that actually is a big factor in your purchasing decision, there's nothing Xbox can do to change that anytime soon. They can on time, right? Over time, but not today.
They need to, well, that's the thing, right? Like everyone knows the thing that they need to do is if people are coming to Xbox, it's because they want to play Gears and Halo. They need to focus on the people who have already played Gears and Halo. And what else are you going to give us?
Yeah. And I think it's not, and I'm not trying to make it sound like they don't have games. Like they've got amazing games. And I think Fable and Hellblade will go a long way to attracting more people.
Yeah.
But those are not going to sway somebody who loves Horizon, who loves Uncharted, who loves Ghosts. Like they're just not. They're not as good. So in that case, so it's like you end up with this what do you do moment, right? And Game Pass. Game Pass is really the differentiator. And if they can bring more games like Dragon Quest to Game Pass, big games to Game Pass, that helps. That's a start. That's an argument. That's an argument more than any one exclusive can play. You know?
That's what gets people to Xbox now is Game Pass.
That's it. At least for me.
That's good for them.
I'm all about it. So it'll be interesting. I think I didn't get a chance to talk to you about it. I think if they have $4 billion to spend on studios, I would much rather see them buy smaller studios than the WB acquisition, which is crazy to say because Rocksteady and NetherRealm and these are great NetherRealm. These are great studios. Don't get me wrong, but it's like they're established brands and they already have like cycles and they're really expensive. I think I'd rather see them go get Bloober Team and smaller studios, indie devs that have chops, don't get me wrong, but like can bring games faster because of Game Pass.
You also get what we've been seeing is people like Tim Schafer coming forward and saying like Microsoft hasn't changed literally anything except giving us peace of mind that we'll still be around.
I love that article he did with GamesIndustry.biz where he talked about pitching a game for Game Pass.
Yeah.
And he was like, we had this idea that we knew nobody would fund. And we sat down and they were like, great.
Do it. Yeah.
Because to them, it literally is content driven. It's not profit driven. It's content driven. They're looking at a steady stream of content to get more subscribers. They're not looking at it as this game has to move 8 million units to be successful. They really don't care how many units it moves. We need to keep Game Pass going up and stable and steady, not going down.
Watchdog Legion.
World premiere. Let's turn it back up.
We have 150,000 people watching this on YouTube right now. At the pre-show.
Is that a lot?
For a pre-show? I think so. I mean, it's not on Twitch.
Oh, it's more Watch Dogs.
Yeah, it's more Watch Dogs.
All right. I'm not going to turn it off, but I'm going to turn it down a little.
Twitch watch people too on here, so.
But yeah, I was thinking about that, and I talked about it with Kevin. I was like, I think there might be an argument made that if they're out to buy more studios, I'd rather them buy something else.
Yeah, it makes sense. I know that they'll still be the people who want them to buy the big studios, but
yeah,
right. Like it's important to.
But that's them just wanting. That's them. Tell me what you think. I think that's more people wanting like ammo to have Twitter arguments. You know, like you've got Naughty Dog, well, we've got NetherRealm, right? It's not really taking a look at like it's $4 billion. That's a lot of money. You know,
there'd be a lot of people mad if Xbox got exclusivity on Mortal Kombat. It would be insane.
Now, Mortal Kombat actually, I think of all of them, Mortal Kombat makes sense. I think it would be smart for Xbox to acquire Mortal Kombat, but that's assuming you can acquire it without anything else.
The fact that we don't have a Street Fighter on Xbox still shocks me.
Yep. So that's why you acquire Mortal Kombat, is because you don't have Street Fighter.
Yeah. I take that kind of move. I mean,
but I would much rather...
Killer Instinct doesn't stand up against Street Fighter. It doesn't. They tried. They really tried. I give them credit. But it doesn't hold up.
Okay. I would know. I'd rather them acquire Moon, by the way.
Yeah.
I'd much rather hear them acquire Moon. Like, we own Moon, and we have Ori, and we'll have Ori forever. Josh, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, favorite Xbox exclusive.
Oh, I know.
It's so good.
More than Fable?
Favorite Xbox exclusive this generation.
Okay.
Let me add a little more detail. And that is including, and I've had some really great ones. Forza Horizon 3, Gears 4, but Ori 2 was just spectacular.
I want to love platformers, Donnie. I really do.
I get that it's
with the messenger. I'm really putting.
I get that it's not for everybody. It is a platformer. I don't think it's hard. It's challenging. There are times I got frustrated when I was playing it, but it was better than. It's not like Hollow Knight, right? Hollow Knight was hard.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I can't deny how incredible the game looks and plays, for sure. But
friend of mine what he wants to see in a brand new Halo. You may know Ninja for many things over the past few years, but
interviewing
he actually started
Ninja
now. Created quite a stir.
Do you see Caro in the chat when Alana came up?
Yeah,
she was like, she wants to be seen. Caro's cattiness, I absolutely adore.
Listen,
I'm not listening to Ninja.
Alana.
I muted Ninja in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I love Alana. Is very interesting to me. She's very. I just watched. She just posted a day in the life, and the amount of interviews and streams she does in a day is crazy.
I love her podcast that she's been doing on her own. I preferred that she wouldn't have done the Xcast, but I really don't care. I'm sure she's getting paid for it and all that. I hope it does well. But Snowbike Mike isn't my favorite podcaster. I actually said
doing it for 6 weeks, right?
I have no idea.
I think it's just 6 weeks they're doing it for.
My kind of funny consummation has literally just leaped off of a cliff in the last 3 years. 3 years ago, I listened to them daily. I did the daily show every day and every podcast. And now I might listen to one show during E3. I may go try to find it.
Kara's not having any of this Ninja. He's living in a cave until he can come out onto YouTube gaming.
I'm listening. I have a work email.
Oh yeah, no worries. We get another world premiere coming our way.
Well, let me know when they hit the thing and I'll turn up the music.
Coming from Ontario, Canada. Here it goes. From a smaller studio you never heard of.
It's like Dragon Age. Just boom. Do you see the tweets about Dragon Age?
Kevin game. Now we getting that rumor?
No, the one of the guys that works. This looks pretty cool. It's a little choppy for me. It could be the stream, but Coco Cucumber.
It's a good studio name.
Dude, this looks I'm digging what I'm looking at. It doesn't look very fluid.
I'm not having any glitches.
So I'm talking about the movements seem slow and
turn-based.
But the atmosphere and the setting look awesome.
Yeah, actually it does look cool. Giant robots. Oh.
Echo Generation. Optimized for Series X. Didn't look like it for me, but okay. That looks good.
Yeah, I would say it does look good.
Okay. I'm going back on mute, Jeff.
Turn him down. Oh, another world premiere.
Ooh, let's turn it back up.
Oh, no, he was wrong.
Oh, look at that. He knew it. He's like, these people keep muting me. I got to take a picture of my computer screen.
He's like, oh, wait, we have to listen to more YouTube creators.
We've got a YouTuber coming by the Xbox Empire.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm very excited. You guys may know the man with the million, Rand Althor, 19.
Oh, I'm not familiar.
He's super huge YouTuber, very, very successful, but he also does the Xbox 2 podcast with Jez Gordon, who I absolutely love. And Jez was supposed to come over, but last time we got our dates confused, and now he's going through some medical things.
Oh, jeez.
So he asked his co-host to step in for me, and I love the Xbox 2 podcast. So if I can go ahead and plug them, and I'm sure I'll plug them later on the show, but it's probably my favorite Xbox podcast to listen to. It's just full of like hype and speculation, but it's like informed speculation. Jez is the, do you know who Jez?
Yeah.
Okay, as I say, Jez works at Windows Central, so he's got a lot of the rumors and stuff. So it's him, and then the YouTuber, and he has over 1 million gamer score. That's what he's known. I think he was the first.
Oh, wow.
I think he was the first guy to.
He was the first one to get it.
Yeah. So I'm excited to have him coming over.
Parents react to fall school reopening plan. Yeah, I can't wait to read that later.
Well, if my work is watching me, I am working. I'm doing both.
I'm working. Yeah, I know, Carol. I agree with you.
I like Metal Jesus
It'd be
Rocks.
stressful.
You know, I almost bought an Xbox.
An OG one?
Yeah. Have you seen what people are doing, like modding these things?
Are they modding them to put
Everything on them. Like these are the
Yeah.
most modderific consoles that you can get as the original Xbox. And they're putting like Super Nintendo games on it, Dreamcast games. Dreamcast games are like running better. You can put like
Anyway.
Redream on them and stuff.
Yeah, I need to get myself a Dreamcast emulator. Although I have all of these Dreamcast games that I almost just bought the upgrade kit for HD. You can buy on Amazon and just plug your Dreamcast into the TV.
Nice.
I'm considering doing that too.
I wanted to, and that's the main reason why I was getting one, was to set up a Dreamcast. And I was sitting there thinking about it, and I was like, the only games I really want to play are like sports games. Like, I just don't know if it's worth it.
I'm just gonna have every iteration of NCAA football on there.
Pretty much. Yeah. That's my whole goal, is just to set all those up. Because NCAA football it was like college football 2K1 or 2, I think, on Dreamcast was really cool. And I was watching somebody play it, and I had a complete bit of nostalgia for like their old menu system.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you remember it. Like when you pick plays and everything, they had like this circle that went around the screen. And you just used the analog stick to point at plays that were like around, like in a circle. It was like a circle wheel, but way before we ever had them. And you could click in and out of options and stuff like that. I was like, I forgot all about that. Like, how crazy is this? Are we listening to somebody talk about Halo bringing them up through puberty? What?
Yeah, Halo has been with him during his childhood, puberty, and adolescence.
Halo, truly a coming of age story.
I was already past puberty when Halo came out, so I don't have that experience.
I always think it's funny and odd that I, for so long, had an Xbox and just didn't play Halo. I just had it and I didn't have one. I had the console, and people are like, because it's so funny because you talk to people that really love Xbox, and the only reason they had a console was to play Halo. And I had a console and didn't play Halo.
I don't remember how early we got into it. Because, yeah, we were playing like NFL Fever and Fury, Frenzy, and games like that. So I don't know when we jumped into the Halo world.
That was always it for me. And Fable. Gosh, Josh, I'm so excited. I've been waiting on this for so long.
Yeah, it's been a long year. It's only July. We've been waiting on information for first party for when was the third party showcase? In May?
Yeah, May. Inside Xbox.
That seems like 8 months ago.
We got to keep saying that. It wasn't the E3 showcase. It was the Inside Xbox show.
Yeah.
It does feel like forever ago. This entire year. Oof.
Yeah, everything is insanely long this year, including waiting for game releases.
Which we still didn't get from Nintendo. I was talking about that on Shack. Out now. You guys can listen to Nintendo Shack.
There you go.
They were like, we're going to have a direct. Everybody's like, finally. We're going to show you a game that's coming out late 2021. I'm out of coffee.
What does he have post-show? Oh, I missed it. All right, here comes another world premiere.
Okay. Very, very good. I'm waiting for him to stop talking. There we go.
He said we've probably already seen this game.
Oh. Prepare to be muted again. Oh, yeah. This is this stranger game. The neighbor.
Secret neighbor.
Yeah, never mind. Going back on mute.
Very exciting.
So when I first saw this game years ago,
yeah,
I thought it looked awesome. I was like, oh, I can't wait to play because, you know, it's got that, what's that movie where the person's peeking out the Hitchcock movie?
Rear Window?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, man, this looks cool. It could be so much fun. And then Kevin played it, and he was like, oh, it's awful. And it ruined I've never tried it since then because of that. I was like, well, I guess I won't try it. He hated it.
The setup of the game isn't even good. You're a kid who breaks into an old man's house.
It's like Matilda.
You're a bad guy.
That's true.
You're mad that this guy captures you because you broke into his house?
Breaking and entering simulator.
Oh, this is a weird looking dude. It's like a Beetlejuice dude.
I thought it was always that way. Doesn't he like chase you with a shovel?
Yeah, but I thought he had like a human face. This thing has like a monster face.
I mean, this is definitely it looks better than everything I've seen from the franchise so far, but I guess yeah, you're right. I see now. Looks pretty good.
Here he comes. You better run. Oh, you're trapped. Yeah, he knows you're in there.
Justin is in the show. What are you doing here, man? What are you watching this show for? It's not a show for you.
We're very exclusionary.
He's coming to get ammo. He's like, I'm going to come tell you all the reasons why Ghost is amazing. How is Ghost, Josh?
It's amazing.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Yeah. I think I'm going to absolutely love that game.
It's I don't mean to, you know how we always make comparisons, right? It's Horizon, 10 times prettier, which I didn't think was possible, and Samurai.
It does look like the prettiest game.
I think the side missions are interesting and not necessarily tiring. I've had some technical glitches, but nothing that's been like taking away the game for me.
It's up next when I get done with Paper Mario. I'm going to jump in and give it a try.
Yeah,
but everything I've seen about it, and that dates back to when they did their pre-show about it, right? With their pre-release Connect, whatever. I mean, I really get massive Breath of the Wild vibes just from the exploration. And that alone probably means that I'm kind of all in.
BMox is on.
BMox, what's up? Congratulations, my friend. BMox just welcomed a life into this world. What a terrible time to do it. You couldn't plan better. Thanks a lot, BMox.
Sure, that's comforting to him.
Do you have masks everywhere? Like all the doctors, everybody's got the mask? No, I'm just fucking with you. It's that was a really awesome thing to wake up to and see.
I think Jason's going to be very upset when he finds out who the third block is. Based on his comment.
Caro, you just have the baby at home, like normal people. What's up, Lucas?
World premiere.
World premiere. Tunic.
Oh, Tunic.
That's not Tunic.
It's idea.
See how excited we got?
Yeah.
We're like, yes. No. Go back. Go back.
Where's my Tunic demo? I want a Tunic demo.
Ooh, the Artful Escape. I'm all for that too. I do want a Tunic demo. That's what I said on our podcast last time. And I would love to Artful Escape too.
Lake.
I would do a demo for the Ascent if that was possible.
Yeah, it's like Contra-ish.
Did you see the article I posted about the Medium?
I saw the images. I didn't read the article yet.
If the 12 minutes, that's the game. That's the other game I've been looking for a while.
The top down, yeah.
Yeah. If I don't get to play Silent Hill, the Medium might fill that void. I'm starting to get excited for it. I was like, man, this looks great.
Unexplored 2. I didn't know there was an Unexplored 1.
Tunic. That's the game people should be excited for, not Halo.
Song of Iron. Side-scrolly. Shredders. Maybe a good snowboarding game?
Yeah, I'll turn it up a little. Lucas?
Mad Streets.
Hopefully you can still hear Josh and I over it. Right now you're not missing anything, you're just missing music.
Yeah.
We'll stop talking when they actually start talking.
Yes. First to console and Xbox. All optimized for Series X.
Which we've discussed basically means anything. Could mean Game Pass, could mean resolution, could mean frames, could mean just anything. It's one of these things.
There you go, Shredder's snowboarding game. I missed my SSX, so that one looks really good. And lots of great games coming to the ID at Xbox.
Shout call
right
EA.
now, though, we have a pretty cool brand new game to show you. This comes from a legendary game creator. And when I saw this and the journey he wants to take us on with this game, I was really excited and honored to have the opportunity to share this with you. So this is a bit of a longer piece, but it takes you into the world of a brand new game.
You know, I was thinking, I didn't want to say because I don't want to come off like a hater, but I think it's really weird, like the cutbacks when we get back to him and he's just standing there with like that fake smile for like 3 seconds. He's like, "Hi!" for 2 minutes.
Xbox ファンの皆様、スクエアエニックスの中裕二です。今日は皆様に不思議な物語をお届けに参りました。
Nice.
僕は現在スクエアエニックスにて、
Oh yeah, this is
バランカン
that
パニー
studio.
という新しいブランドを立ち上げました。そしてここにいる昔ソニックやナイツを一緒に作った大島直人と20年ぶりにタッグを組んでアクションゲームを作っています。
Yeah, Caro, this Balin thing has been floating around Twitter for the past week. They announced that they would be announcing a game today. It's a new studio. They're making adventure games.
僕たちの得意とするゲーム作りとスクエアエニックスが得意とする物語や音楽とが合わさり、誰も体験したことのない新しいゲーム
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
世界
think
中
you
の
knew.
皆様にお届けできることをとても嬉しく思います。
I think it's a new
今
game.
日僕たちが皆様にお届けするのはアクションゲーム
But
の
it's the guy
全
who
てを
made
詰め込
Sonic
んだ
and Knights, so
アク
it's
ションゲーム
definitely
オ
gonna
ブ
have
アクション
some.
ゲーム
Yeah, it's going to be like
バ
that.
ランワンダーワールドです。
Balan
ア
Wonderworld.
クションゲームにミュージカルの世界観を持ち込んでボタン一つでたくさんの衣装能力を使い進んでいくゲームになります。
苦悩や葛藤、
Costume
人は誰し
changes.
もがポジティブな気持ちとネガティブな気持ちのバランスを
So
保つ
this is a really cool way of showing a game that's in
しかしその
pre-production.
バランスが崩
You
れ
know,
ます
like we've seen this a
あ
bunch
なた
where
は
it
バ
doesn't
ラン
work.
スシアターに迷い込み
Kevin's here.
Yeah, there he
Nice
is.
here. Where are you guys
Okay.
watching this on? So I'm watching the same feed.
I'm watching on
YouTube.
YouTube.
様々なアクションを駆使して進んでいき
On
ま
the
す
Game Awards channel, not
アクションの
IGN.
一つ一つが衣装に割り当てられておりその数
Right
は
now
なん
we're
と
seeing
80種類を超えます
Square Enix new
衣装を次々に着替え
studio
ながら各ステージに散りばめられ
trying
た
out their new
謎を
game.
解き
Got
そ
it.
してネガティブな気持ちにとらわれてしまったキャスト
But
たち
yeah,
の
we've made a
心
lot of,
あなたの
I've made a
手で
lot of jokes about
取り
when we
戻してあ
see
げてください
games that are announced early. What do we see? We hear them talk about how they're coming, right? And like, oh, we've got a game in announcement, and they just like sit in a chair, or like we get the what was the EA one? I gotta turn this down. I can't talk and hear this at the same time.
I'll just say it's Xbox One, Series X with smart delivery.
Nice. It's another thing to be looking forward to today. Hearing a lot of that. But like, yeah, when we saw like BioWare and the Star Wars, they're like, hey, we've got a Star Wars game announcement, like in the stage, and we see like an over the shoulder shot of like a computer screen that we don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're actually showing concept art and little animations and stuff on screen. This is better.
You come to a turning point in life.
Now I get the opening to the game. Chibi art.
Let's see. Very chibi.
Very Sonic with that character.
Yeah, right? I was thinking
Very
the same thing.
Dreams.
Dreams, yeah.
Yeah, same guy who made those games.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That
Sonic
explains-
Avengers, I think.
Yeah, still same feel.
Yeah.
What is Japan's obsession with putting lands on top of flying sea creatures? Like that trope, are we over that yet? Like the giant flying whales with cities on their backs? Like, can we be done with that?
Unlocking unique actions.
Everybody, welcome Kevin to the chat, where you constantly just be taking
What?
shots.
80 costumes, that's pretty awesome.
No, I don't know if I've ever actually thought about it that much, to be honest with you. Those are just one of those video game things I just take.
Yeah.
I'm like, sure. Balan Wonderworld.
There's your music.
Karo says it comes from Shinto religion, Kevin.
Oh.
I'm sure it does.
I was like, that checks out.
Got some boss fights.
This looks great.
It does look pretty cool.
Especially for something like early.
Look into your heart.
It's like if Hat in Time was done well.
I was gonna say that when they were talking about the pre-pro. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh, it's a Hat in Time, but better.
Then you gotta have dancing.
Of course. All the dancing, dude.
Is that the same hat from Mario?
That's what I was thinking.
Is that Cappy?
Have you
Wedding
played
Cappy?
Have you
Went
played
bad?
Ooblets yet?
Every moment.
Yeah, I talked about it on the show. Well, you haven't
Okay.
heard it yet. We recorded last night. Yes. That's a game.
Speaking of dancing.
There's a lot of stuff going on in that game. As I was explaining to Lucas, I'm like, yeah, it's like Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon, but then like Pokemon, but
Animal
with
Crossing.
dance battles. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah,
There it is, the announcement
That's
of
a thing.
Balan Wonderland.
My daughter
Nice
loves it.
was-
I like it so far. I haven't played it that much
She's
though yet. So.
10 hours in already. And she never plays Xbox. She never picks up a controller for anything, actually. If it's not on Switch, she
Nice.
hasn't touched it in like 4 years, and she likes it. She actually came to me the other day, and she was like, Dad, I'm going to go downstairs and play that Xbox game. She didn't know the name of the game. But I had fun. I played it for about 2 hours, and I was like, this is something. Is this more YouTubers? Is that Philip Mewson?
Yeah. Matt Pat.
Cringy joke.
It's weird. This is like their YouTube gaming push, right?
I guess.
Like, let's get you. Like, I don't know. It's a little.
Oh, did
cringy.
I? Nice, Jason. Jason liked my joke. Landed flat with the panel.
I need to bring up the Twitch chat.
My Doom helmet's better than that Halo helmet. Just saying.
My helmet could beat up your helmet.
That's right. Dude, they showed Alana earlier, Kevin. You would have loved it. Kara was like, this girl's trying to be seen. She's just all kinds of Alana.
Yeah. Yep.
And I sit here, still loving it.
Got Twitch chat up. There we go.
Vox, run JD run. Okay, nobody cares.
Why not us? Why not us?
Why not us? We should have just emailed Jeff.
Like, Jeff, you don't need to reach out to multiple channels. We got like
We have all
25
the
people on staff
Yeah.
here.
We could easily fill an hour for you.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, I don't like this. I wish if they would have told me this, I would have probably not streamed so early, to be honest.
I was wondering when you said you were doing this, I was like, is it really an hour-long pre-show? I'm like, there can't be that many substantial announcements. Has there been any other big announcements other than just that?
Oh,
last
yeah.
game?
Dragon Quest 11 coming to Xbox via Game Pass.
Oh, okay.
There have been no Dragon Quest games on Xbox.
That's cool because I wanted to play that, but I didn't want to buy it. So
This
it's the S
December,
version.
you get it for
So
free.
let's go.
You're getting the Switch version.
I'm fine with that. I'm A-okay with that. Very
Showed
cool.
off a game that is like a free-to-play shooter that has.
What was that game called? Echo Chamber, Echo Mancer, Echo Loc, something like that. Echo something.
Ecto Cooler?
It's
And it has,
it's a
like-
free-to-play game. It's like Silver Surfer meets Titanfall with like some mech giant
meets
robot
Crysis
with
Yeah,
swords.
meets-
Crisis.
and, Dragon.
Exomecha. Thank you,
Yeah,
Caroline. Exomecha.
Exo Mecha. All right.
You should watch the trailer. Kat.
It looked pretty good. Yeah, definitely. And then what was that? That hashtag Kevin game?
Oh, the Coco Cucumber game.
Coco Cucumber.
Coco-
That's not the name of the
yeah.
game. That's the name of the
Oh.
studio.
All right, I'll have to look that up after. I'm pulling up the trailer right now for
Yeah, and then you can just
Exo
look
Mecha.
up Cucumber, and you'll find the other one.
Coco
like-
Cucumber also made River Bond.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
Riverbond was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Echo Generation. Kevin. Echo Generation. Hashtag Kevin game. I'm going to play that game. It looks pretty good.
This Exo Mecha looks pretty good.
Yeah. And it was so funny because Jeff, like, as they started setting it up, they were like, This is a small game from a small studio. And they start showing off all this Titanfall stuff, this Crisis. I was like, this is a small studio? This looks pretty awesome.
I'm not so sure about the giant robots, though. But
That's the only thing that I'm interested in. That's the only reason I'm there.
It looks pretty cool. All right, what was the other one? Echo
Generation.
Echo Generation.
Generation.
That is absolutely hashtag Kevin Game. That was the first thing we said about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks great, too.
It does look good.
When I was watching it, my stream was a little choppy. I don't know if that was the game or...
Yeah, I didn't have any choppiness, so it was just your feed, I guess.
Justin wants to know what's up with Dude's headband. Come on. We got 5 minutes? 3 minutes. Come on.
Who's in the YouTube chat, Justin?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, we thought you'd like that one.
This is like Stranger Things, kind of.
Kinda.
Getting vibes of that off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's some stuff going on.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
There was a few games, but it was a lot of this. It was 10 minutes of 4 YouTubers talking, and then a game announcement. 10 minutes of 4. So we've just been muting it because we're not. I mean, I don't want to say we. I don't want to speak for Josh. I don't really care to listen to it. So
No, none of these people that work for game studios. I don't have any interest in.
Well, I mean, they're basically doing the same thing we're doing. Like, we're streaming the show. We don't want to then watch other people talk about what they're looking forward to streaming the show. It's like, what? Why are we here then?
Caroline says, God, this pre-show is horrible. I know, Caroline. I don't know why Donnie insisted on pre-show this early. I agree.
You got to test the streams, man. We would have missed Echo Generation. Can't miss that.
No, I'm making fun of this pre-show, the one we are sitting on, not the one we're watching and commenting to.
I gotcha. Yeah, this is terrible. I don't know. We should have left it with Sean. When we first started, I had Sean's channel up, which is blowing up over there. Sean had all kinds of... Xbox was in his chat. So, everybody was over there. So, happy to see Sean.
He's so lucky to have Xbox Canada, where they have no one out there, and they just give him all of their free time.
Yeah.
That's where I get all my games from. Yeah. Xbox Canada, Sony Canada. Let's go.
Haley needs to get on that. You start getting...
Yeah, he's getting shoes. He's getting consoles.
Sure.
Man, I need an Xbox Massachusetts.
So how mad would people be if the only big announcement today is just Halo? Because that's, I mean, I know we're all expecting something else, but imagine all they've said is Halo. So what if that's it?
Josh asked me the magic question: would I be upset if we leave today without seeing Fable? And yeah, I would be.
Sure,
that's why I'm here.
Yeah, I'd be mad if I don't see that either.
But why you're here, Donnie.
I'm wondering how mad I'd be if there was literally nothing else.
That's
Halo,
that's the thing I'm really interested in seeing. If you were we can show you Halo or Fable, it's easy for me.
Yeah.
Now I'm hoping to be won over by what we see from Halo. I really hope Halo looks
all 40
amazing.
minutes of it.
Yeah,
all 40 minutes of Halo.
Now look, I want to see Everwild and I want to see Hellblade. Wow, we kick right off.
Yeah.
Well, it's pre-recorded. There's no banter, so let's go.
I mean, I just expected to have a 2-minute timer or something.
I was just showing the Peggy thing.
Peggy E3.
Trying to get more audience,
I guess.
Oh, we do get a countdown. Yeah, so Hellblade, Everwild, Forza, Halo, Fable, something from Obsidian.
We'll see Microsoft Flight Simulator also.
We will not see that.
We will.
They start just flinging discs out into the... No, there's no crowd.
At the screen. Caro says, I bet at least 30 minutes in Halo.
30 would be a long time. I would say 10. 10 to 15. Even 10 feels like a long time.
T2000.
Ooh, my stream is getting all kinds of choppy.
Yep, me too.
That's the internet, guys. Everybody just hit the YouTube channel.
Yeah. Actually, the viewers went down on YouTube. They all jumped over to Twitch.
Oh.
This is them building the Xbox console.
Because of COVID, we had to do it in space.
There'll
be limited supply this fall.
We have the technology.
Everyone gets a symbiote of their own when it returns. So they're rebuilding Master Chief's armor.
Will save humanity in the war to come.
Or are they rebuilding Master Chief?
I must remind myself.
He's all AI.
Yeah, it's infinite. They can make as many as they want.
Liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction. Armor cannot hope.
11/7, November 7th, guys.
It
You're
all
not wrong.
means nothing
Nope,
wife
they just
loves
said it
that
all means
Halo
nothing.
music.
until you step inside.
See, until you step inside.
Become Chief.
Nope.
He's dead.
You're just a faceless character, just like in Destiny.
He's floating in the vacuum of space.
Ooh, that's
Press
it.
Demo.
That's
No,
like,
start demo. It says. Press
I know,
X to
no, I
start
know,
demo.
but I'm thinking like that's game, like
Am I
that's
dead
assets.
already? I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right?
Oh, it's coming out May 28th, 2560. Okay.
167 days from now.
No!
I should probably pull up Twitter.
No! This isn't happening.
Is he driving into
I'm
turrets?
going to have to make an emergency landing.
Going straight forward.
Hold on, Chief.
But that guy already had a head injury.
I like how Chief isn't affected by gravity or force or anything. He just stands perfectly fine.
No. You can't stand
He has
me.
his grav boots on.
No, you breathe. No. You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're... Are you even
He's so
listening?
mad.
I count 3.
I like this guy already.
3 what?
No.
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I
Some
haven't
guy.
been safe since I found you.
My name is
I
Inigo
found you,
Montoya.
remember? You were
He's like the soup Nazi.
If it wasn't for me,
Halo angry soup
I
Nazi.
thought I was
Killed my father.
There won't be
No
a
plasma
way
sword
to
for you.
Stop the banished.
You keep saying that.
He actually reminds me of
Outnumbered.
the cartel guy from Blow.
I
Johnny
know I
Depp.
saw
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm getting it
I'm
too.
going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war,
Pray for our internets to
get
stay
away from
stable.
here. Far away.
Halo is
Xbox
breaking the internet.
Wait here.
Mine's jumping all over the place.
Yeah.
Let me find.
First,
Yeah, mine too.
when I get back,
Oh,
we
that
can
sucks for Xbox.
look together.
This is what it's like when it runs on the Xbox Series X.
Yes. This is smart delivery. They're smart delivering the conference right to us.
Yeah, while you're playing it, your patches update as you're playing.
Dude, that looks
Okay,
pretty
here we
good.
go.
That looks
Hey,
good.
That looks pretty good.
That looks pretty good.
Shooting some dwarves.
I guess we should take the the bait and tell everybody that don't make any judgments based off the stream quality. Wait for the rendered 4K versions afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
I should also, if Kyle sees this and I don't say that I'm skeptical of this being actual gameplay, I'll be in trouble. So, this might
What
not
they
be
show? Is it
actual
real?
gameplay.
Is it actually real? Oh man, that stream is just going to hell in a basket.
It's easy to drift when the game freezes for you.
I can live without the Warhog.
Oh, we get a
Yep.
map. Okay, so we have a Ubisoft map
Yep.
for our Halo game.
Lots of gun batteries.
I like that.
Waypoints. Multiple objectives, so that's different for Halo.
Kind of do whatever you want.
Looks like Far Cry Halo.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
it seems pretty. I'm with you on that. I like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say like this is already. I feel like a leg up for me on versus other Halo games.
Yep.
Has it like Borderlands feel to it?
Does a little bit, yeah.
Because you jump out, you get right into first person.
Yeah, right from the vehicle. Although I'm with Donnie, I hope the car is either better,
Yeah,
like
I
the
don't.
Warthog is better to drive, or it's not as mandatory because I hated that.
There's just
I had
another
nothing of a
option.
problem
You
with
can
it.
get one of like the Ghosts of the Phantom or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little Destiny feel to this. I'm not
Damn, the
definitely
game
not
looks good.
saying that, but I definitely feel that.
Yep.
The that gun when he's reloading everything. That gun looks sweet. Oh, grappling hook.
So here's what I'll say. I didn't expect this, but this feels different.
Has
than
Chief
Halo.
ever had a grappling hook?
No, not to my knowledge.
I don't think so. Not that I've seen.
Yeah, this feels different than Halo. I mean, it's definitely Halo, right?
Ooh, this is good.
Come with me, and you'll be.
That's the villain.
Willy Wonka at the top of the tower?
Yeah, that's his glass elevator up to the Wonkavator.
So this is just one of those towers that he has to take out.
That's what it looks like, yeah, gun batteries.
That shit. Got a jackal.
It's a jackal. It's a jackal.
And I'm assuming you can do all of this multiplayer with friends if you want.
That's what I'm betting. I think that reveal will come a little bit later. All of a sudden there'll be more people
I
showing
won't.
up.
I'll do all of this by myself.
Me too. I want to play multiplayer, but I will never play.
I'll do it like once. I'll have one weekend where I play with Josh and Sean, and then I'll just play the rest of it by myself.
Speaking of that, you see World War Z went fast play with the newest update?
I didn't see that.
No. Roman says, on a Halo ring confirmed, think the open world is the whole ring. Yeah, that's a possibility, yeah.
And in that case, you could have multiple worlds.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the expansions, you just keep getting more.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
It looks really good.
It's Halo Outposts. Just.
So I have a stupid question. Why start the show with this and not end the show?
Because you've got something awesome to end with.
There's got to be some surprises.
They've used pretty much every gun so far, which is nice to see the options.
Yeah, right?
The grappling hook.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to use.
Hell yeah, dude.
Shoot up a lift, grappling hook into the bad guys in the room that you enter.
The UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered.
Is this the Banished?
Hunted,
Yeah.
defeated.
I think he's a villain from Halo Wars 2 from what I've been seeing online.
I could tell you it was
Pretty sure he's a villain from Destiny. Looks just like those guys. But yes, they're from Halo Wars. This villain series is from them.
step ahead. Always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished
Nathan?
share the same.
I'm kind of excited for Halo.
Fight together to honor the will of Atriox.
I actually didn't expect or think I could say that. This looks pretty good, guys.
I think it looks good.
It does. I am interested. Now I just have to figure out if I want to buy it. Oh wait, we don't have to. That's right.
Game Pass forever, my friend.
When is there?
Because you share Game Pass with me, you have it until like 2024. We're good. We're covered for the entire generation.
I'll live the program.
Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
Well, put a lot of work into the voice acting. Let's hope the story's good.
Holiday.
2020.
Oh yeah, they said it would be there when the
Yeah,
Xbox
we know it's going to
One
launch.
launches. So
November. Did you see the CFO last night said November on their annual briefing? Like
We hope you
she said,
enjoyed
we're
your
launching
first
this
look at
holiday
Halo
November.
Infinite's campaign.
It was like a quote.
I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343.
Oops.
And we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter
My
of
audio
Master
seems to
Chief's
be out of
journey.
sync with the video.
This is the most ambitious
Oh, mine's
campaign
good.
we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several
This I
times
understand.
larger than our last two Halo
Like
games.
the open
combined.
world with the dots and everything. Like I
Halo
understand
Infinite
that.
has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displays.
Just makes it
with
feel more
10
like a
times the
modern
processing
game. Yeah,
power
just
per
continue on the
pixel
same thing.
Of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in
60
ways
frames
that
per
have never
second.
been
Well,
possible.
Josh helped me. Like I remember
We
the
look forward to
first
sharing
Halo
even
had
more
like those
about
big
Halo
open
Infinite in the
areas
coming month, including the
that you could
first
just
look
like kind of
at
pal
multiplayer.
around in.
And now,
you
please
get
enjoy a
to
glimpse
the next one,
what
the
others
next one,
in the
the next
Xbox
one.
Game Studios family
Halo
have been
5
working
had some, right? They drop you in like a little area, but I never felt like it was open world. But I also only played like the
World
first 4 chapters.
premiere.
You could explore areas, but you always had a single destination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blair Witch 2. That was crossbow.
It's got arrows. What we don't realize, this is Fable.
Like a modern day Fable.
Dude, what the hell is this?
I don't know. Werewolf?
I guess.
Don't hurt the kitty, Caro says in the chat.
That was not a kitty cat.
I think the kitty's gonna hurt you.
Oh shit, son.
State of Decay 3.
I think it's too early for that, but
Starting from scratch.
it seems more accurate. 'Cause I was thinking, like, well, is this like their answer to The Last of Us?
As I say, this looks the thing I want to say is this looks like a PlayStation game.
Yes, so far.
Well, don't worry, it's getting glitchy like an Xbox video.
That sucks.
You're right. It is State of Decay.
Is it?
No, I'm saying because it's glitching. It's State of Decay. It's like a werewolf thingy. Something's
Look
eating
on
it.
Twitter. I'm trying to find it.
A horse is eating a
Whoa, no, that's like a zombie cow. Zombie moose.
zombie.
I think it is State of Decay. Yep, State of Decay 3.
3.
Josh was right. So yes, it will not be nothing like The Last
Yeah,
of Us.
well, is it an
There won't be a
action game
story.
or is it still like it's
No,
little?
it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
No date, no nothing. So they didn't give us a year or anything there. Just showed a trailer.
Welcome
I expected
everyone
that to be
the Xbox
for a lot
Game
of things
Showcase. Today,
Phil looks
we're
a little less
showing
high
games
today.
from 9 of our 15 Xbox Game Studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today is how Xbox Game Studios are harnessing their passions
No, State
to
of
bring
Decay
their
1?
dreams
Is
to
that
life.
already? Are they counting Halo?
We believe
I don't know.
that how you find
we
and
don't
play
know.
your games is as
I mean, Halo
important
hasn't been
as the
unveiled.
device you play them on.
Halo has been unveiled already.
Xbox Game
Right.
Pass is the best way to discover and play. And we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox
From your
Series X,
subscription or free to
delivering
play.
unmatched
That's an
fidelity,
interesting comment there.
Performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most
That
consistently
means if
powerful
something
next
first party
generation
coming out
console.
that won't require Game
And we
Pass.
built state-of-the-art
Yeah.
platform technology
CFD is
to
gonna
allow
go free to
every
play.
developer to realize
That's not a
I can
bad,
see that,
yeah,
actually.
that's not a bad guess.
one studio
Halo
that
Battle
has
Royale.
always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza
Starting with Turn
Motorsport.
10.
They're early in
And
development.
Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream
That means it's
of unprecedented
not out yet.
realism with ray
That means it's gonna be a
tracing
minute.
and
Wow.
native
Oh,
4K
Forza, yeah.
resolution. All
I was expecting Forza
at
to be
60
out
frames per second.
like
Launch
The
game.
trailer you're
I
about
wasn't
to
thinking
see
launch, but
was
spring?
captured
I
completely
mean, I would have
in
bet that it was gonna be
First
a launch
6
game
months.
for Forza. Yeah.
World premiere.
Cars racing. Brr, brr.
Captured in engine, so that's important to note. Not gameplay.
can't wait to see the
I mean-
4K renders.
Yeah, I mean, we know Forza's going to
Yeah,
look good.
Forza's
Like, there's
gonna
no,
look good. Forza
I mean,
looks
there's
amazing
no doubt
now.
about it. Right.
It's not doing a whole lot.
So I'd normally pick apart games for doing something like this, but you know darn well this game's going to look amazing anyway.
Oh, it's gonna
so
look gorgeous.
it's fine.
As Lucas says, all the ray tracing. They're gonna trace all the rays in this game. Like hell.
Ray Romano, you know, everything. Trace them all.
It is interesting that it's. I guess it's not even year one. I would imagine is what I would take from, early development.
Back to motorsport, no numbers.
Here we go. Another presents. Rare, Everwild. Ooh,
Looks like it.
Yes, I'm excited. I want to know what this game is.
It's Sea of Thieves again.
Don't say that.
Just on land.
Our world
Land of Thieves.
has a rhythm.
I don't
Land.
want another crafting
all sense
simulator.
it. But only a few truly feel it. It is found in the smallest moments. In every step of a perilous journey. In the symmetry of ritual.
So the creatures are obviously important.
Remember, when this game was first unveiled, there was a lot of speculation that was
in the
multiplayer,
bonds we share.
which is always problematic for me.
Like an MMO?
Or it's like some sort of shared survival
And in
sim or
moments
something.
of stillness.
Like
It
Pokemon,
teaches us to
you'd have all
look
the different
beyond
creatures.
the expected.
Caro says Breath of the Wild
To be a
style.
light in dark
Oh yeah, it
places.
definitely has that look.
But then her comment was, "Oh hell no!" on the big salamander thing.
Nah, I mean, from the moment they showed it, I'm in the look. I mean, this
And to
looks like a
stand
game that I like to
watch
play. So.
Over our world. Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel
Still isn't
it.
telling me what the game is.
Animal back to life.
Just, I mean, the animals are clearly important in this game, whatever the reason.
Yeah, we knew that.
I don't know that you're getting more.
Yeah, doesn't look like it. Maybe we'll find out later.
No date.
That's a bummer. Because I mean, there's always 4 characters on screen. So, like, are you managing a
Everwild
party?
will give to you
or are you
a
playing with friends?
magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal.
That
And
studio's gorgeous.
eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature, makes ever living. The team here at
So this is some
Rare
hippie
are
bullshit
so
is what they're saying.
excited to be working on something like Everwild. And I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What kind of game is it?
You'll never know.
World premiere. We're just moving on.
It's the second time we've seen it, and I still don't know. Tell me why.
I just got hit with a flood of memories.
Yes.
Love you, Mom.
Hashtag Donnie game.
Snooze.
Mom?
Allison?
Now this is probably a launch game.
It doesn't matter that they don't believe us.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't
Nathan
be
points
sure.
out that Everwild did not say Xbox One.
It doesn't matter.
It didn't have the little logo? I thought it had the little logo on it.
Sister,
I'm taking him at his word. I'm not really looking for
It
that
doesn't
type of
matter
stuff.
that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother.
It's weird that a studio for
And the
Don't
only
Nod is
way to
putting me
move
to sleep with
forward
this trailer.
Is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional.
Karos is making this movie.
Everything we
Life
thought
is
we
Strange
knew
games
about
are kinda
Marianne
like
just
movies.
got thrown
It's
out the
yeah,
window.
it's just another Life is Strange, really. It's fine for
I
people
can't
like
wait.
it. They get another game
She
for it,
attacked
right?
you. We both saw it.
Game Pass? I'm excited.
I thought coming here would be closing.
I'd
each
rather
other's
Xbox buy Don't Nod. Buy them instead. Life is Strange exclusive.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
Josh, I started watching Friday Night Lights, the TV show again, and it dawned on me how much Life is Strange is like Friday Night Lights, the TV show. Oh, that's a great cover.
The
August 27th. It's coming sooner.
Oh wow. The boy voice actor in this kind of sucks. His voice doesn't match like the look of his character at all.
Well, he's trans, right?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he was a girl growing up.
I did not get that at all.
Hey,
Moon!
everyone. My name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios. Today, we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X.
Oh.
We're now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game. We can also boost the immersion in different spaces in our world by using premium audio tech that we
Ori
previously
3.
just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
All right. I'd rather them not do that.
Right? Like the side by side like wasn't.
That's not even. Yeah, I mean, mine's just selfish. I'm not going to replay the game. Favorite game of the year so far?
From
The Outer
the
Worlds?
furthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An abandoned research facility, and now shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the Gorgon asteroid. A sordid stopover, full of salacious secrets and scandalous strangers.
Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking right on today.
With the right face,
They wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
can put you on the wrong side of a gun. Or sword. Or this thing. Thrills. Danger.
You excited, Kev?
Intrigue.
A word of advice before
I did
you
like
go,
this game.
Captain? Trust no one.
I still haven't even tried it.
I don't think it's your jam.
Like
but
it's sitting in Game Pass. I'm like,
It's a good Fallout game.
You find on Gorgon.
This internet cannot be drinks parent state.
I'm like 2 megabits away from my stream just crashing.
Yep.
Grounded.
If you're waiting for the biggest
Launches this week, right?
game of the year,
Yes.
then wait for Cyberpunk.
Wow.
But if you're ready for the smartest, we've got you covered.
That was great. Did you like Grounded,
Obsidian
Josh?
Entertainment, the makers of games
I
that
didn't
are
try it.
nothing like
Oh, wow.
this one.
I'll expire before I can play it.
That was fun. I had some fun with it. My little 30-minute demo.
This summer, strive together.
It looks
to
better than
thrive together.
I think any stream
or
gives it
just
credit
feed
for.
your friend
It
to
looks pretty good on the
spiders
TV.
and go solo.
Survive the yard. I don't want to lower my video quality. I might have to.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, you see the little Battletoad they put in there.
Oh, that's Tuesday.
Yep, July 28th.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you
But
to
it did
play
make
our
a
next
point
great
in
adventure.
the bottom to
Caroline
say the
Gorgon.
game is not
It's the
finished,
first of
so
two
it's
planned
obviously gonna be
story
continuing.
expansion
Early
packs
access.
for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division.
Pre-launch
Now,
launch.
it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that. The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have working on that next RPG. Check this out.
Here we go.
World premiere.
Three things from Obsidian, huh?
I was expecting them to show us their next game. My only question is it Pillars or is it something
We
else?
have always known war.
It's like a new ID.
Not Pillars.
It forged our empire. Turned heroes into queens and kings. And decimated our foes.
It's a hell of a shot.
Longbow.
Now our oaths are lost. Forsaken. And you must face the monsters. Our sins have borne.
Big Skyrim
These are
RPG
enough.
confirmed.
Worth the weight of a crown.
Avowed.
Avowed, probably. So yeah, Obsidian tackling Fallout knockoffs and Skyrim knockoffs. Good for them.
Leaning in what they do best.
Absolutely.
I was excited for them. The Xbox didn't have anything like that in-house.
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG set in the
Matt
fantasy world
Mad
of New York.
Booty.
When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox
Skinny Matt has
Game
just been
Studios,
ousted as my
they
favorite
told us
named Matt.
that this epic
Matt
game
Booty.
is the one they want
That poor
to make.
kid.
As
He had to
creators
know,
of
like,
critically
school was
acclaimed
rough for
RPGs, this is
Hey, man, let me
Obsidian
take a look at Matt
their
Booty.
best. And it is being built from the ground up to take full
Mr.
advantage
Booty?
of the power of Xbox Series
Present.
X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night.
Bonjour.
Our team is really
From the UK, why are you
passionate
speaking French?
about storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand, and in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in.
Was that
I
word
hope you
flawed
enjoyed the
people? Is
trailer.
that what she said?
Yes.
Okay. She said it and it took me like
World
10 seconds to process it and be like, I think that's what she said.
Typical American, Kevin.
Yep.
Can you say that in English for me?
I'm sorry, I thought this was America. We speak American. Why are we letting these French people make an American game anyway? What is going on?
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
It's not Cowboys, Josh. Interactive drama, so...
Mine. Avowed is set in the Pillars of Eternity world.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long-forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
So this is a comic book.
You guys gonna say this is just panels, or actually?
I've said it's an interactive novel or something. So.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting art design.
Life is Strange again.
I guess. Kind of.
Here at Ninja
Esque.
Theory, we're hard at work on all of our projects, including Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which we announced
Yeah, they've
at
got
the
like
Game
5
Awards
that they've
back
announced.
in December. An incredible
Professor Switch, stepping into the light is how you get
3.5 million
COVID.
Players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
I thought
We're
Trump said
excited
the
to
light
start
would help
giving
you,
an
like if we
insight
just
into what
flashed
comes next for our
hyper-violent
Games
light at
Warrior.
people and all that.
An
Like,
experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X and PC.
Oh,
I'm
wait, you
happy
mean
to reveal
Unreal Engine
today
5
that
does work
Senua's
on
Saga will be
Xbox?
set in the beautiful
No, that
country
flies.
of Iceland.
Iceland.
Yes, Professor Switch. Obsidian announced, did
And
3
you can
games:
find
an
out
expansion
more
to
about our
Outer
location
Worlds,
scouting and how we've
Grounded,
discovered
and
the history
then
of our
Avowed,
setting
which is
in a brand new
Skyrim-esque that
behind
takes
the
place
scenes
in the Pillars of
development
Eternity
diary, which
world.
you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel.
Nice.
It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players, and we're incredibly thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
Oh, okay. Nothing from Ninja Theory. Double Fine.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I know those babies anyway.
What? Peter, he's been sitting there the whole time? Hey, who wrote the song? Peter. Oh, Peter. Fantastic work. Love the song. Very much. It's going to be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
Rock your socks off.
Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor. I hope you don't mind pop-ins. Where are we?
Shh. It's a quiet place.
Lost alone, neither skin nor bone. Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's blown. At the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started
I just came on drugs.
I can smell the universe, and I can taste the sky, and I can see each molecule through my cosmic eye. Senses are the magic keys. They fill roads I've had. Unlocking all my memories. Never
I was in one of those once. It was a bad day.
Mobile?
Yes. They told me they had candy and puppies. They did not.
Salt Islands. And Jack Black was there.
That would have been good.
Okay, an interesting
Vibe.
Yeah, it's something.
Again, no date. Or
dates.
That's kind of scary, but not even like years.
We
We talked about that before the show.
Amazing
Until they
games
launch
built
the
by
until they
Xbox Game
date
Studios.
the console, I don't
And
think
there
we're
is
going to
just
get dates
so
for
much
games.
more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million
Destiny 2 is
Game
already
Pass
free to play, right?
subscribers, you also get
Yeah.
access to all
Okay.
current Destiny 2 expansions
Oh, you get the
starting
expansions
this September.
in September. Okay.
For Game
Okay.
Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Later this year, Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per
A
second.
new
Here's
version.
an all-new
I know.
look
Why do
at
they keep
Bungie's
using this
Destiny
term
2
version? It's like you're
Beyond
just
Light.
up-resing it, like for the hardware. It's not another game. Like, you don't go to the store and buy an Xbox Series X version of the game. It's
They just mean the expansion.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings
This would be a good time
them
for me to check
closer.
Twitter.
It's time to step beyond the light.
Eight. Whoa. Cool.
that's cool.
Someone put Fortnite in my Destiny. Enoch says, oh, poor Stadia.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox
that
Series
means
X will empower both new and
The
experienced
same day
creators
Beyond Light
to bring
drops
the
is the
future
same
of
day
games
it
to
drops
life
on Game
like
Pass. I
never
wonder if that's
before.
going to include the
Unique
newest
perspectives,
expansion.
unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard,
that would be huge.
and that we can't wait for you to discover. All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox consoles. Thanks,
Okay.
and enjoy.
So now I guess they're saying everything we saw is definitely no chance of launching with the console.
Premiere.
And these are all consoles.
These are, yeah, and these will all launch. There we go.
Console launch.
launch exclusive.
Okay, that's pushed now.
Yeah, she said everything else we see from here will be a launch game.
Wow. We got 20 minutes to go. If it's an hour. Hour-ish, right? That's what we said.
Yeah, I said an hour-ish.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's the
State of
first thing I thought of too.
State of Decay again.
I was like, wait a minute, I've been to this Chernobyl thing in a game before. Oh, it's gonna excite you, Kevin. It's gonna be what's that shooter? It's Metro.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks Metro. I'm like, yeah, nope, all set.
Kevin are
No,
like,
what is
no!
that? Yeah. Oh, you know, I'm getting Fear vibes. I know it's not that, but
Yeah.
the landscape looks like the environment's in Fear.
That did not look great. Whatever that was.
Yeah, I don't know what that was supposed to
With
be.
the lightning and whatnot, that wasn't good.
And that in development. Fallout 5.
Captured in engine. No, this is too good looking to be Fallout 5.
It runs too well.
Same.
What the hell is this?
That is a fetus, Donnie.
Was it though?
Didn't say it was human.
The next game for Hideo Kojima.
It's dark and has a baby. Stalker
2.
Okay. So it is kind of like Fear. I was
Game
right.
Pass. I'll play it.
World premiere.
Is this a console launch exclusive? There we
They
go.
said everything we see from the rest
I
of
know,
the show.
but I didn't see it yet, so I wanted to be sure. I'm gonna keep. If I don't see the console launch exclusive, Kevin, how will I know? How will we know?
I'm not gonna believe you, Xbox, despite you telling me.
I hope they handle their black.
Does that mean Fable's not?
Consoles.
Oh no!
Unless that's the one more thing with Fable, or they don't mention it at all.
Oh no!
Stay tuned for Jeff Keighley to talk 30 minutes, and then you can see Fable.
With some YouTubers.
Jeff,
PewDiePie is be up next with Jeff Keighley.
World exclusive. Dr. Disrespect.
Yes.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest.
Ooh. This looks like my jam.
Is this
I'll know
GTFO?
more when they make it back.
That's on PC.
Oh.
That's a lot of zombies.
Yeah. Get some.
If
It's a Warhammer.
Is it a Warhammer game? So is it?
Yeah. It says at the beginning it was Warhammer.
Well, I saw
Fat
Warhammer
Shark
the
and then
thing, but
Warhammer.
I was wondering, is it a shooter or?
Dark
Yeah,
Tide.
probably.
If it's like Vermintide, it will be
Vermintide
good.
is a shooter.
World premiere.
I never played that one. All right, I'll play that one.
All right, if I have to,
Hey,
guys.
it's Game Pass. I'll
free.
try anything on Game Pass. Why not?
Oh, I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna find something you definitely would not want to play on Game Pass.
This game is where you play as people who play Xbox games.
These are the YouTubers from the
I think that
video.
guy.
That Tetris suit.
Yeah, that's who my character's gonna be.
That was pretty freaking epic.
Everyone's dancing. It's gonna be a music game. Rock Band 4. 5.
That would get me excited.
So many people playing with the wired controller.
I'll play with controllers that are not Series X controllers.
Tetris music.
It's Tetris.
It's like Tetris meets Cryptomancer. Dance of the Cryptomancer, whatever that is, the Zelda.
Humans,
Move to the
technical-
beats.
Because not everything else is moving. Oh.
What? I put them together.
Connected.
Okay, well,
Multiplayer.
that was a bummer.
I think it looks cool.
You gotta have a sleeper every
World
now and then, Josh. You gotta take a break.
I'm
Our
playing.
pulse is pounding from all these announcements that we have to slow down.
I'm playing.
Back
I liked it. I also like Tetris Effect.
Approaching orbit.
The creators of Teamworld.
Sure you want to drop here? Hell yeah. Already lacing up my boots back here.
I'm telling you, why did they start with Halo?
What we got? Another good
Yeah.
for nothing space rock?
Whoa. Hold on.
And Lucas came here to get seen.
He's the.
This is a big
I
jump
wanna
from
feel the
SteamWorld.
PSP.
Find anything good?
Vex, you're not gonna believe
It's a really
this.
big jump from SteamWorld.
Ouch! What the?
So they cut to side scrolling. Oh. It's opposite Mario Sunshine.
Let me suck up the goo in my hand.
Be like Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, there you go.
Meet Psychonauts.
Yeah.
My meter didn't move.
No. Not disappointed, not excited. It's just like, okay.
This
a
is
game.
like a good idea for a launch game.
Yeah, that's true.
The Gunk. Game Pass.
Great name.
Yeah, I'll play it.
That's right.
That's what I call my Friday nights.
You need to wash your gunk. Bloober team.
What are you doing? I'm playing with my gunk.
Honey, you left your gunk in the sink again.
We're buying this game. It's already bought.
I don't need to buy anything. It's all Game Pass, isn't it?
Yeah. I was under the impression that this one wasn't going to be, but if it is, then I'm even
I don't know what this is, so.
It all starts
the medium
with a dead girl.
Oh, yeah.
Did you read the article I posted yesterday?
I did.
It looks
The
awesome.
moon. Scent of pines. And then the gunshot. Every story has two sides.
Beyond Two Souls,
A
horror
regular,
simulator.
rational one, but also a darker and deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare. I can see both. Worse, I can live them.
She's in the Upside Down.
This is cool, man. Like
Yeah.
I was already kind of digging it after like hearing their interview with Major Nelson, but like the article and some of the stuff I've seen since, and then now this looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's like kind of Silent Hill. It's kind of Alan Wake.
What is this place?
I'm
Two
for it.
worlds rendered simultaneously.
Yep.
She
You
in a
hop
different
back and forth.
character? Is she a different character model in the other?
Yeah, she has a different look. Yeah. I think it's like a negative effect.
Oh yeah, the white hair.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do environmental puzzles and find bridges to the gaps and doors to open and all that.
And you're gonna cut open fleshy walls.
Let's do it.
Caro's F this shit.
Caro, this is my stuff, man. This is my jam. Game Pass. Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be in Game Pass. I thought this would be one you had to buy. I remember
World
that's
premiere.
console exclusive, Series X only.
Yep.
Xbox. You don't have to buy games anymore.
Just buy the
buy your
box.
console.
It just saved me $60. I
Sega.
totally was prepaying for that one.
Sega.
Panzer Dragoon.
No, it should bring back Billy Hatcher and the giant egg. Let's go. It's Phantasy Star.
Fantasy Star Online 2. Yep, it's Fantasy
So
Star.
it looks like, yeah.
Sega Blade Chronicles.
This predates Xenoblade by a lot.
Right.
Phantasy Star has been out for decades.
First game I had on my Dreamcast that had online capabilities. And it's still a hard pass for me.
Yep. I did dig it back in the day. I can't get into these games anymore.
It's a game with the screen is so busy. It's kind of like what I like playing like Warcraft or EverQuest, like the stuff all over the screen.
So I think I can't get into these Monster Hunter games either. It's like the same thing. It's just too much.
Yep.
I mean,
But
yeah,
this
if you
is-
guys can't tell, I'm looking at Twitter. It's doing nothing for me. So.
Yeah, I mean, this is something Xbox needs. We talked about this before. Like, they need some JRPGs. They need to try and attract that
Yes.
the Asian market, and stuff like this will help with that. It's not big for us, but it may be big for them. You know.
Yeah.
True Adventure starts now, but will launch in November. Big shit.
9
I feel
minutes
like
till
we need a
1,
couple
guys.
heavy hitters. I feel the same way.
No,
9
that says
minutes to
coming
1.
2021. Uh-oh. They just leaked
Console launch exclusive. So that's means it's going to launch on the console exclusively,
launch
not.
day.
Gotcha.
Future.
Not Solid Snake.
Nope. Smile Game Remedy.
Oh, is this
Crossfire X?
You did the
campaign.
demo for this, right? The beta?
Yeah, I played the beta, yeah. I didn't know there was going to be a campaign.
I will see it done.
Plays like Call of Duty Light.
That's good.
Yeah.
We make our own.
It's an accomplishment.
Look
We protect our own.
Lucas said Crisis, then he said, "Oh."
It's nice to see them put the money into a campaign mode for it, though. instead of
If you
just-
already own Tetris Effect, the multiplayer expansion is available for free update.
Nice.
PS4 Quest, Epic Games Store.
There was a bottom note on this: the Crossfire X multiplayer is free, but it sounds like this is what you'd have to pay is going to be the campaign.
Yeah, it'll probably be $20 anyways.
Because of him.
I mean, it looks like a pretty solid campaign. I'd be willing to play it. Ooh, wingsuits. Yeah, sign me up. I'll play that.
Not Game Pass.
Nope.
Today, you saw 10 world premieres and 22 console launch exclusives. Game Pass
we?
members can
Don't
play
feel like
every
it.
game you have seen today
Yep.
from Xbox Game Studios.
I'm sitting at a
and
C
all
right
of
now,
our
unless they pop in
partners
a game
in the
here.
subscription or free to play. This
They
is just
definitely
a
should have
peek
saved Halo.
at
Right
some
now,
of the
I'm
new
going to be
titles
buying
coming
a Series
Xbox
X to play
Series
Halo in the
X.
medium.
And some of the games you already
And
love,
I guess the image
and
informed
some you
game.
have yet to play, will also be optimized for
It's
Xbox
not like great.
Series X. Games like
No.
Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play.
Yeah,
And
we're recounting the titles
are
we
at
already
the
have.
center of everything we do.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Now,
That doesn't
you
mean all
may
the games that
notice
already exist.
we
That's
didn't
what I'm
get to
saying.
visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
Okay, guys.
World
You
premiere.
better be holding your breath.
It's got to be. What else would they save? If they didn't save Hellblade, they
Perfect
talked about
Dark.
that. Like maybe Fable, Trees,
Are we even sure Fable's being made?
Playground games. Here we go. Forza Horizon 5.
Don't fucking don't.
Are we awesome?
No, it's a sword. It's Fable.
Legendary.
Let's see. Tinkerbell.
Treacherous.
I'm like shaking, kind of. It's got like I don't know, like a jolt of adrenaline or something. It's got me excited.
And wondrous places where nature and magic live.
Until you find out you play as Navi the whole game.
Dude, Paper Mario has like some obvious shit going on.
You're a car in the whole game.
Happy endings. But yours has yet to be.
Lucas said Scalebound. Is that really all that guy show?
That's it. No
Yeah, they don't
gameplay.
have anything for the game yet.
That's like when they announced Skyrim 3 years ago at the E3 where they just showed the logo. That's what
Pretty
they
much.
just did. Okay. But confirmation of what we already knew, that
Yep.
Fable is coming.
It's good. Good to know. Hopefully, we'll find out more. Like I didn't expect Fable was gonna be their first year. Fable's like
No, but I was hoping something more than that, because obviously that trailer has nothing to do with the game. So it's not like they didn't even give you like a story trailer.
Maybe you're the frog.
I'd play it. I know a lot of other people would be angry, but I'd do that.
How you do with berries?
All right, I'm gonna bring it down a bit. I guess that's the end. All right, so we got the Fable announcement, even if it was just an announcement. We get an idea. It looks like Fable, and I guess it's going for some sort of similar, realistic-ish look. It's not like super cartoony. It's not super stylized, but we're not sure. And yeah, guys, not the Thunder Punch I was hoping that Xbox would deliver.
Nope.
But it was okay. That's
Yeah, I mean, it was
basically
okay.
where I sit on it. It was okay.
Yeah, we saw some games we saw at the last presentation, like the Medium and Crossfire X, which is fine. We saw a little bit more of them, but I think
the Medium
you know,
looks great.
The medium does look great, but I think the thing people are going to gravitate towards right away, which we talked about before on like the last Empire show, was like, hey, everyone's going to want to compare it to Sony.
Yeah, there's no.
Right, here's the issue: is like even the exclusives that they looped in, that like Thunderful Games is doing something, was like, but then you have Bethesda on the other end. Like it seems like even the ones that they tried to acquire to be console exclusives weren't even like the top tier third party partners. It was kind of more like, let's see what we can get. It's more the indie vibe, which maybe it's market growth for them. I don't know. We see a lot of those indies hit Game Pass, so it was a good show, not great, but yeah, it's kind of just Halo was definitely the highlight, and
yeah, Halo was definitely the highlight.
If you flip and you open with Fable and then you end with Halo,
I think you'd be better.
One higher grade presentation.
I think so. They could have done that Fable trailer at the top, get people hype. Then you go into a whole bunch of things and then drop that 10 minutes of Halo we had.
I don't really think the order changes a whole lot. I'm looking at it more from if you're trying to sway somebody that was planning to buy a PlayStation 5, I don't think the order does anything to that argument. Right? Well, if you're trying to sway somebody that's going to get a PlayStation 5 to consider an Xbox,
sure.
I don't think this show did much for you.
Oh, no, not at all.
I just think we didn't see a game that looks as good as Halo after we saw Halo.
Nope. No, we didn't. Halo was definitely...
I think it would have been more impressive.
Halo is definitely the best thing I've seen from here. I am quasi-excited to play it for myself. It looks like a game that I could be into. Like you said, it's Halo Far Cry. I mean, that kind of like just that little towers and maps and going like, yeah, I'm there for that. I'll do that. I'll play that for sure. But outside of that, the medium, the Image and Form game for launch, and we'll see from there. No Forza, no Fable, nothing dated or coming soon or anything like that.
Well, your prayers have been answered, and we got the crew back.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we go right back to the YouTubers. We got to find out what they think.
I'm super excited for Fable. I'm glad that it's finally announced, but like you said, it's more of what we've already known. I was hoping because we already knew so much about it, we'd actually see it.
Yes. Right, or even just a story trailer, just to know, like, hey, here's the narrative, and that's it. Like, don't show any gameplay, like something. We saw a fairy and a
Avowed. We at least got like a behind the camera shot of the sword and the hand, right? So we were like, oh, it's Skyrim. Like, I mean, I know what Fable is, but it would have been nice to have seen a character render, or is it first person? Is it third person?
Something.
Like, let me see what it looks like in engine. And I don't know, maybe it's just not ready yet, or maybe like they said, Jeff Grubb said they were holding back, right? That's been out. We've been talking about the podcast, so they're holding back for August. Maybe we find out more in a month. But today, in today's showing, I don't think they crushed it by any means. If that's what you're going for, I mean, I think it was a good showing. If we were like giving, I think it's a B. It was a good, not great showing. I think that's spot on. But like I said, if you're actually doing something, if you're trying to make a statement as to why you buy a Series X in November, I don't necessarily think they made a super compelling case here, except for unless they just think Halo's enough.
You need to call up our PSVG lawyer, Donnie, and trademark the term Halo Far Cry, because people are already using it now, and I just want to note that I said it first.
Nice. I will give you all the credit for it. Yeah.
So, Caroline, get Brian on the phone. Get him to trademark that for us.
Romaine says Game Pass has sold me on getting an Xbox of some kind within next year. No, I'm with you there. Game Pass. I keep saying Game Pass is the best thing.
He's waiting for the long card details and prices, so he's even looking at buying the lower tier one just to.
I think the lower tier one, let's say if it's under 300, Game Pass alone is probably worth that investment.
Yep, I think so.
Just as a Game Pass box. If you do nothing else but just play Game Pass on it, probably worth it.
Brian says he doesn't do stupid things with stupid IP.
I mean, so my biggest takeaway, and I mean, so anybody in the chat, in the stream, we will be doing Xbox Empire. It'll be a late show tonight with Sean Capri from the Xbox Drive. I guess my main takeaway from the show was I wasn't excited to see Halo, and now I'm somewhat excited to play it.
Yeah.
And they definitely raised my interest in Halo, and I already know like how big a brand Halo is, so I presume, that people are excited for Halo.
Yeah.
So maybe is Halo enough on its own to attract people to swing Xbox's way?
No.
No, because they would have already played it to have that attachment in the first place. So
that's my understanding. I don't want to like do a disservice or discredit the franchise. I think Halo is a big deal, but I agree with you. I don't think anybody's like, oh, I'm going to get an Xbox now because of Halo. Like, we knew Halo was going to be there.
Yeah. Kyle says, so since Xbox had no exclusives for the next year or two to Series X, do we assume all those Series X games are 2022 or later? I don't think so, Kyle. I think it just means it's going to be on both platforms.
Yeah, I think it'll be on both when it comes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of them might be, but I don't think everything we saw today is 2022. No.
I started typing it, realizing I can just speak to him and tell him no.
Yeah, no. I don't think that's going to be the case. And I think it's going to be, that's a weird thing. I was going to save it for the podcast, but it's a weird kind of dance that they're playing, right, with that, because I get what they're trying to do. They're saying, like, you can play anywhere. They want to keep the player base up, right? You can play on Xbox One, Xbox One X, you can play on S, you can play on the Series X. It's going to be weird when they finally do start launching exclusives because, people are going to be like, well, why don't you? But I also expect them through xCloud to still let you play Series X games through like your Xbox One S. So I'm actually I'm not sold right now that like Xbox One S won't be able to play Xbox games 5 years from now. I think through xCloud, I think you might still be able to, which is weird, but I just don't think they've gone down that path yet. But I was kind of thinking in like 2 years, I expect them to be like, play anywhere you want, play from your phone, your computer with xCloud or Xbox One S, or if you want your local games, you run up the best version, get the Series X and all that. So yeah, I thought we'd see Obsidian. I wanted, so a lot of things is just, I wanted more from Hellblade. I wanted more from Fable. Like, they showed the games that I expected. I was expecting to see more from them. Hellblade was kind of a letdown even. Like, I wanted to see Hellblade.
They said we're going to be taking you on the rest of our development journey with us.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like this game is nowhere near coming out. To me, like that sounds like, all right, well, we're pulling the curtain back. We will give you developer updates and stuff like that. But to me, that doesn't sound like this game's coming anytime soon.
Probably not first year.
Right.
Yep. I don't know actually anything that's outside of the Medium, Halo. Is there anything else in the first year from launch? From this November to next?
Psychonauts 2 is the first year, I think.
I'm sorry?
I think the Psychonauts
that's right,
2
yep.
is
Psychonauts.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think, and Forza, I think will hit within the first year.
They said they're early in development.
It cut and paste.
Ooh.
It's Forza.
Wow.
I mean, you develop. I mean, realistically, you develop new tracks, you up-render the stuff. There's not much to do there with those games. That's why they come out so frequently. We always have a Forza or a Forza Motorsport every other year. That's how it went for the longest time. So I really don't think they're going to delay it that
I think
far.
how many years out are we from the last Forza? I think it's like 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. So I'm wondering what they changed.
Maybe we get Horizon sooner. I don't think so, but still keep throwing that out there. It's been a while since we got the last Horizon.
We got 2 Horizons before Motorsport.
Let's say
right.
It's been like, 3 years since Horizon 4?
Yeah, 2 or 3 years, yeah.
Yeah, so let's say Motorsport is a year after launch, and then you come back with Horizon. That's like a 5 or 6 year period without Horizon.
Yeah, I don't think that happens.
Neither do I. That's why I keep bringing it up. I know it sounds dumb to say it, but the reason I keep bringing it up is like, I can't imagine we go that long without a Horizon series.
Playground also, who's making Horizon 5?
Forza Horizon came out in 2018, end of the year. So it's been 2 years. It hasn't even been 2 years yet.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's why I really don't think think
if Motorsport is next year, 2021,
then you get Horizon the year after.
2022.
Yep.
That's
they're not going to release
years.
2 in the same year.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering, is it possible? But I don't think so. But
no, they're not going to. Horizon won't be out before Motorsport. But that's my point. Is I think once you get Motorsport, the next year you get Horizon. Like, it can't be that long to develop the game for Forza. Like, they're beautiful looking games. I'm not downplaying that, but it's like we know what to expect from them. It's largely the same thing. They're just enhancing it, making it better, putting that extra polish on it, giving that capability that the Series X can do. That I don't think it's going to take forever to develop that. Considering that I think they have a lot of legwork in it. I think just the wording was off.
Chase is in the chat. He says he doesn't think this presentation did a lot to convince him to buy an Xbox.
Yeah.
That's kind of been where, and Kevin, you know this better than most, it's kind of been where I've been on this the whole time. I don't think if you're not into this ecosystem, I don't think, I'm trying to figure out what it is they can do to bring you in. You know?
Right.
If you're not already here, what are you going to do?
Yeah, they needed more stuff like, and this wasn't big for us again, the Phantasy Star. They needed more stuff like that appeals to a population that has games that Xbox typically does not have. And Carol even said in the chat, like everything we see from Microsoft is either space or it's like horror-esque. everything we see is similar to those ranges there. So anytime you get something that's a little bit different, like a Psychonauts, like a Phantasy Star, that's something that might get somebody to look at it that typically didn't pay any attention to Xbox. Unless your gun has lasers or a chainsaw attached to the end, it's not really Xbox related. So these different experiences is what would get people going, and they didn't really offer a whole heck of a lot to get people to make that jump.
Yeah, I'm looking through the Xbox Wire thing. So we got Halo Infinite, we got As Dusk Falls, which was just weird. Avowed, which was exciting. It's exciting to see Obsidian take on, that type of game and bring that. Yep. That's a big one. Still no idea when or where. Fable, again, big one. No idea when and where. Same thing for Forza. The Gunk from Thunderful, that's cool. Phantasy Star Online, like you said, you guys meets, I guess, a genre that they don't have a whole lot of. Stalker 2?
That was kind of cool. I did like that. But once again, it's another game very
PC
similar to
franchise making its next-gen console debut with Stalker 2 on Series X. So I guess maybe it's some sort of timed exclusive? Maybe?
Probably. Well, that doesn't say that one wasn't a console exclusive.
The State of Decay thing was odd because that's nothing like State of Decay. Like the trailer they showed is not what we currently know as State of Decay. So is that just a trailer?
I think it's just a trailer. State of Decay 2 did similar things where in the initial presentations it didn't give you a grasp of what the game was. It was more just a story thing. So I think they took that same approach with this one as well.
Warhammer, as you guys said, Dark Tide, that's 2021. Tetris Effect, which you guys didn't do. Crossfire, which we've already seen. Destiny 2. Everwild. Brand new game in development from Rare. Play as an Eternal as you explore and build bonds with the world around you. Still have no idea what that game is. None.
Right. None.
Don't know anything about it.
I think it's an MMO. I think it's got to be like an MMO kind of thing.
Grounded, The Medium, The Outer Worlds DLC. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
But that's not exclusive to them either, so that's kind of weird too. Like, yeah, they announced it, but that's going to be on every platform. Everything that Outer Worlds is on is going to have that DLC. That's not theirs.
Psychonauts 2, Tell Me Why, August 27th, next month.
Tell me why.
The Balan Wonderworld game, that kind of fits in. Dragon Quest 11 coming to Game Pass. Echo Generation, Exo Mecha. Oh, Kev, you missed Hello Neighbor 2. That was another thing that was in there.
Oh, God.
That's right. You missed that one.
Oh, and then here we go.
No, I didn't miss it at all.
Here we go. Holiday 2020. Forza Horizon 4 optimized for Xbox Series X. Gears 5 optimized for Xbox Series X.
We know. They're taking everything in Game Pass already and they're optimizing. We know that. They
Gears
said that.
Tactics optimized for Xbox Series X, 4K, 60 frames. Ori.
That's a good cat. That's a good
Sea
one.
of Thieves. So all of that should be there at launch. Previously announced games. I'm trying to see if there's anything. Oh, Call of the Sea I keep forgetting about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
Well, I have to run. I have to go back to work because I've been ignoring them on my lunch break to chat with you guys.
Yeah,
so.
I've been hopping in and out of emails on my phone, and I got my Chromebook next to me. I've been kind of double dipping myself, so I got to go as well. Final thoughts. Like I said, I think You're Good But Not Great was a fine.
I agree. Good but not great.
Higher expectations led for a lower than what I expected presentation, but I still think it was good. I think you're right. Like it's a solid B.
Yeah, it's a good show. I think they've showed games. Halo looked great. Yeah, it's easy to forget about it because it was an hour ago, but like when they were showing Halo, guys, I was pretty excited about what I was seeing. I was like, this looks really good.
Yeah, let's get that demo out to the public.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no demos. That was another thing I was thinking. No demos announced for the demo showcase. I was expecting at least something in here to be like, hey, and check it out.
Who called that as well? Just want to point that out. I said that when you talk about the demo days that I wish we were getting something big and it doesn't look like we are.
I'm going to go play Skatebird then.
Skatebird.
Oh, God.
And Fogs.
Cake Bash.
Fogs is good. I liked Fogs.
Cake Bash is good. And that Nine Monkeys Samurai game is fun.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I can't. I'm not playing anything until I finish Ghost of Tsushima.
So you're not playing any of these demos then?
Games.
No, you won't be.
Okay. All right. That's going to do it for us, guys. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. And we'll catch you later with the Xbox Empire.
Later.